Hi, I'm Rick Dancer. People ask me all the time, what are you doing now? And they know that we produce this monthly television show. But what they don't know, some of you, is that we also produce a show called Get Real with Rick Dancer on social media, Facebook Live. And we have clients from the spectrum all over the place. And we take you to everything behind the scenes with Ballet Fantastique. We take you to the barber shops. We take you to new businesses. We show you things that you probably aren't going to see on the local news. So tonight we're going to do that for you. And we have a ghost town that we want to show you, one of our favorite shows. So let's start off with Blue Valley Bistro. Used to be Cresswell Coffee. Now they're Blue Valley Bistro. They're going to be opening up a place in Coburg. And tonight, you get a tour. I'm not dead. That sounds like something interesting.
So this is what we're going to do, actually. I want to, first we're going to go out to CC Ryder. There's a surprise, and I'm going to totally embarrass Melissa because she doesn't know this, but there's a quartet, and they're going to sing to her.
Do it? Well, hello, Melissa.
Hi.
Guess what? We have a flower for you.
Oh, do
Yeah.
I get to pick one?
Yes.
Or you pick one for me.
Oh, I was going to give you
This
red. Oh, no, see, white. I should have known that.
Okay, but there's more. Go outside.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to go outside. We're trekking
We got
out
a little
to
surprise
CC
for you.
Ryder. Come on out to Coburg where the coffee's fine. Come on out to Coburg, you can even dine. Get yourself a latte or a coffee too. Even an espresso, they're so good for you. Good for you.
That was so good.
Yeah. Woo! Thanks, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So again, you guys, CC Ryder will be out here today, so you can come out and get coffee. The first guests are going to get a rose. Some of our folks already did. And we're really excited because we're going to go over and look inside the new Blue Valley Bistro. Look at that building. It's so beautiful.
Oh, I know. It's gorgeous. And Melissa's never actually.
I've never been in.
You've never
she's
been
never
in it?
been here, so
No.
so this really is a treat. I've been sneaking in and out of there lately the last few weeks, taking some measurements and stuff and for lighting, and you'll see when we get in there. But yeah, Melissa's never been in there, so it'll be a really fun little tour.
So you guys, this is the new Blue Valley Bistro that's coming. And you can see the little deck that's outside where people will be sitting, the garage doors.
That big space right there is a garage door. So all the way out here to this fence pretty much is going to be outside seating. We'll do some landscaping to kind of make you feel you can use.
So it's shared, yeah.
Shared restrooms, yeah. And if we
And so is this Hayworth Vineyards right here?
Yeah.
This is Hayworth, yeah. So these are my neighbors, and this is what's really, really cool about this. There's actually going to be a nice past door through. And so if you're wine tasting at Hayworth and you want some food, they'll call us up and we'll just come deliver it to you.
I didn't know all this.
Yeah, see this?
It's just getting
I'm so
more
glad you showed up for
exciting.
the tour to find out what we're doing.
I do work a lot, you guys.
Yeah, and she has a child. We do that.
So this is our space, Rick, and this is really,
Ooh.
really, yeah. So, all right, so basically, you're looking at right now, that little half wall that you're looking at
Yeah.
right by that side door.
Yeah.
That's kind of going to separate the front of the house from the back of the house. So basically, we'll be back here working, and then I can spy on you guys, except for Kayla, who's managing this. This wall's 5'3" and she's 5 foot tall, so I don't know how that's gonna work. But I can see over it, and that's all that matters to me. And then right here, Rick, this is really cool. This is a walk-up window, so I can't do a drive-through, but if you're outside dining and you need to grab a beer or another coffee, you just walk right up to this window, and we'll take right where you're standing, Rick, is gonna be an espresso machine.
Wow.
And then right where I'm standing right here is a kegerator with 2 tap handles. So we'll have at least 4 beers on tap, all Oregon microbrews. And then this whole section right here, this is gonna be our like soup crocks and panini grills and our sandwich prep stuff. All of this in this like little like galley right here.
This is so, look how tall the ceilings are.
Yeah,
you guys, these are huge.
We're gonna leave them that tall too. So there'll be sheetrock to fire prevention stuff, but we have some different lighting options.
I love this post.
I know, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna.
So this will be seating then all out here. And
Right.
is there, where's the stagey area, like when the band's...
here.
It's going to be in
Okay.
this corner. So what I'm wanting to do is on this wall right here will probably be our retail shelf. And then we have some really cool like Edison style bulbs that drop down to kind of light that. And then this will be the stage right here. And
So you guys, they're going to have live music like they do
Yeah.
in Crestwell. They'll have it here.
So it'll be in this corner, and then you can be seated outside underneath the covered awning or out beyond on nice weather days and still enjoy the music.
How many square feet is this?
It's about, I think it's about 1,300 square feet. And Rick, right where I'm standing right here, this is our main bar area. So we're gonna have this beautiful bar that we're actually, I go tomorrow to pick up the wood from the kiln.
It's really cool.
Is it the bar?
There was when they had to build this building, there was a 100-year-old maple that was kind of rotted through the core of it and it had to come down. Well, we salvaged that wood. We took all these huge planks and I've been having them dried down in Cottage Grove. And I pick them up tomorrow morning and we're gonna start building our bar tops out of them. So right here is this beautiful 100-year-old maple bar top.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? And it's right from here. So what I've been taking pictures along the whole way, and what I want to do is have some like framed picture that shows the history of this tree.
That's
and
cool.
Just a little touch like that is stuff I get all excited about.
Somebody wants to know who does your booking.
Well, pretty much me.
So Dwayne, get a hold of Seth. And you,
Blue Valley Bistro at gmail.com. I checked the email.
Now he's going to come check it out. He couldn't stand it.
Chris can.
So what's in the back? Is this part of yours too?
Yeah. So back
Okay, hold on, guys. We're not done.
There's guys working here, so we're in a construction zone. But this section right here, this is actually like our kitchen area. So right here on this side of the wall will essentially be our our oven and our cook prep area. Tucked back in that corner will be some like dried area. We might, I don't know, we're talking about maybe putting like a little bit of a loft in there for like an office space. Yet to be determined. We're not gonna do that right away. Where the refrigerator and the freezer are gonna be, some more dry storage. This right here is the dish pit where we get all the dishes clean and stuff like that.
And then this is how people get up to the apartments upstairs. They'll come in the back door and be completely separate.
But that's the side door to go up the stairs to the second floor where, like I said, there's 6 more apartments up there. So,
Gosh, if you lived here, this would be a great place to have your morning coffee, huh?
Right? You just come right downstairs, go out that door, and then right to that window, and we'll just take your order and get your coffee or your quinoa bowl or whatever.
Wow.
So,
Melissa, what do you think?
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of nice, huh? You guys, again, tag somebody because you're going to get eligible to win a $25 gift card from Blue Valley Bistro. And this is the front. So there's going to be a patio door here, and then right out here, you're going to be able to sit out right on the heart of Coburg and watch everybody coming by and enjoy your evening. And the nice thing is in the summertime, Coburg has a whole concert park series right there across the street in the park. So you'll be able to sit out here on the deck with a beer or a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, and you can watch what's going on with the park. You'll hear all the music because the stage is right there. And they have music all summer from right there.
It's like the dream.
It really is. So is this
ours.
really it's your thing, huh?
Yeah.
Is it kind of weird to
this is
see it
amazing.
coming true?
It's so cool. After just seeing plans and build up and everything, it's so nice to just be in here and see it happening. You know?
Is this kind of a nice Valentine's present, huh?
This is pretty good.
Does Seth get points for that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So Seth,
I was after, yeah.
Seth, I was just telling Melissa too, and the people out there, that's the stage in the summer. They have concerts in the park.
The Thursday concert in the park thing. We took our CC Rider out there about it. I think we're still on target for trying to be open around the end of May or sometime in June. So
Wow.
before the summer gets here, we're really pushing to be open.
We're that blue collar neighborhood, great place to eat. It's one of those, you hear the old story. If you want to know a great place to eat, stop at the local gas station. The old days, you'd roll down your window and where do I get a great burger or a great great steak. I'm gonna go grab some roasts and bring them out, and we're gonna cut some steaks. We don't get anything that's been frozen or shrink wrapped, so it comes to us fresh in a big primal and never frozen. And that's really adds to the flavor, and the juices are a lot more prevalent there. We want to make sure that we get the product after 28 days and then bring it into our back door, and we can age it then more if we need to or less, but we get a much fresher product. So that all of our steaks are at least 1 inch thick. Nothing more frustrating than going to a steakhouse and getting a kind of thin steak. I grew up in a community where there was lots of hunting, and my dad just loved to be a butcher, so he would go in and work with the local meat processor there, learn to cut, and he just showed me, and just from cutting game. So we grind all of our own burger each day. So I think Centennial Steakhouse is defined by the fresh cut USDA choice. We take it and we have seasoning that we've had that's been in existence for over 50 years. Again, it's from back my hometown, and we put on a really good hot grill and serve to you on a warm plate and a nice cold salad, big portions, and keep it simple, but keep it really good quality, good product.
Credibility is huge. I mean, you put the facts together and you tell the story, the complete picture, then that builds your credibility. Trust is key, because if they don't trust what it is that you're doing every single week, then they're not going to subscribe to the paper. They're not going to buy the paper. They're going to look for other sources to find the news that they want. The best way to stay informed is pick up the paper, and if it's not in the paper, let us know that it's not in the paper so we can go find who we need to get that story. It is about them. It's about the community. That's what the paper is. It's the community paper for Cottage Grove.
Well, good morning. I'm Rick Dancer. It's Friday, and have you guys been to the Collins Bike Shop lately? Right on West 11th Avenue. There's a new restaurant here in town, the Lion and Owl. Did I say it right? I always want to say it the wrong way. And then right next door is Civic Winery. There's wine being made right here in the heart of Eugene, in this building where in the summertime they can raise this door and they'll be right out on the street. And you guys, we are right on the avenue, but they're using some really cool processes in the back that we're going to take you in and show you on how they're making wine. So this is super cool. And look at this. So this is the place. I'm going to turn this around so you can see. And there's Andy's here, so we'll get him in there. There he is. There's Andy Vibora, Travel Lane County. That's who is our sponsor. We're going to tell you more about this in just a minute. That's a wine barrel, but a different kind of wine barrel. But look at this place. So you guys, in the summertime, they'll be able to lift this door, the garage door, so you can be right out in the open. We got a nice tasting room here. All the wine you could imagine. And the best part is they're going to be making wine right here. There she is. And tell them who you are.
Hi, I'm Melanie Michael. I'm the event manager at Civic Winery.
So Civic Winery, you guys, when did you open?
We had a soft opening on Valentine's Day, and we've been going ever since.
So show them back in the back. You guys come in. This is the back here. And so check this out. And so what people will do is you're going to tell them kind of how this works. You're going to pick winemakers.
That's right. So we make our own wine here, but we are also leasing the space to local winemakers who will come in, crush their grapes, make their wine, age their wine.
Right here in downtown Eugene. Okay, show us where this all happens. So check this out, you guys. So see, here's barrels. They're already making their own wine. And in fact, we're going to show you some bottles here in a bit. But look, so you guys, this is the back of Hutchins Bike Shop. Or a Collins Bike Shop. And Hutchins has some space in here too, because they're all kind of in the same business. Yep. And then this is what is so cool.
Here's some of our wine right now. We have these Amphora, which are made by Andrew Beckham, who's a local winemaker and potter.
So he is out of Beaverton.
That's right. He's a pottery teacher at high school in Beaverton. And he also is a prolific and wonderful winemaker. And the maker of these great vessels is Amphora.
So this, I've never seen this before. So this is, instead of an oak wine barrel or something, this is how it used to be done prior to that?
That's right. This predates that by a long way. This is an ancient vessel for making wine. Yeah, terracotta pots.
Andy Vavora, but you already know that. So do you have your cheat sheet?
I do have my cheat sheet.
Okay, you guys, so Andy is with Travel Lane County, and every month we give you a roundup of what's going on and what's happening. We're going to take you out and show you the tasting room in a second, but I want Andy to get there's a ton of stuff. Just real fast. Lori, I know this is a cool space. Thank you for saying something. Hello, Ashley from Roseburg. She's travel Roseburg area, so she does all that. We got all the travel people on here.
All right.
So
Lots
what
of
else
good
is
stuff, Mike.
what is up?
There's Wickelmania Oregon Brewery Tour, your favorite, and well, one of your favorites, I'm sure, beer.
Oh, yeah.
So they're happening on Saturday, and you can go to all the local breweries. They'll be featuring their beers, obviously, and talking about how they make them. So the big thing there is you want to download the Eugene Tasting Trails app. So go to the App Store, go to Google Play, Eugene Tasting Trails app, and you can check in at all those breweries you visit. Noticed a lot of road and trail races coming up. It's kind of getting into that season of the year, so lots of fun things to get out there. I noticed out at Shotgun Creek they have one coming up, the Shotgun Trail Blast. 5K all the way up to 50K running through the Shotgun Creek recreational area. So that's a lot of fun.
That's becoming super popular.
Get out and get some exercise. Well, it's a lot easier on our old bodies than running on pavement. So you want to check that out. Over at the shed, I just love this one. Lady Smith Black Mambazo.
He just likes to say that, Mambazo.
But the shed always has something great going on. Jim and
that's really popular too.
It is.
Yeah.
Very popular. And then over at Florence, we were just talking about this country music. If you're a country music fan like my wife, there's a great tribute group coming. They're going to feature Eric Church, Kenny Chesney, and Taylor Swift. And this is, you have some time to plan for this. This is March 16th. So think about that. It's over at the Florence Event Center, which again is a great space for listening to concerts over there.
So it's not the original artist, but it's people, and they really do sound like them. I mean, so you feel like you're in a country concert over in Florence.
So go to our calendar, EugeneCascadesCoast.org, and check out everything that's going on around the area.
And you guys, it's picking up because once March hits, it just starts happening. Then Roadie Fest is coming up, and I mean, it just goes. So you got to be, if you go to their page, you can sign up. And then it sends you the stuff. So that's how I'm not that smart. I know because it just comes to me in my email. So you can get on there in Travel Lane County. It'll just ship it right to you.
And then just be sure and come down and visit new members like Civic Winery here and check out this great space.
What I will tell you, about our food is that we prepare everything from scratch. So we make sure we hire people that have the passion for making food. That's one of the ingredients. The other one, we make sure that our recipes, they use the ingredients that we tell them to use. And before we put it into the market, we make sure we test, try it. What I love about this business is the people. I'm a people person, so I love to interact with people, and I love to make people feel good.
Every month, Abe over at Ranchito Grill gives away 2 free dinners to some lucky winner. Now, all you have to do is go in there, have dinner, put your name and your phone number in the little bucket underneath Rick Dancer TV, and you will be eligible, and you might be a winner for 2 free dinners from Ranchito Grill.
What we offer is a source of news that can be trusted. It's in an era where everybody's trying to be the first to get the news out. We actually do some research and talk to the sources and get the story and all the details behind the story. What we offer is a source of news that can be trusted. It's in an era where everybody's trying to be the first to get the news out. We actually do some research and talk to the sources and get the story and all the details behind the story.
This next guy is awesome. He's a renegade. He is my barber. Renegade Barber Company is awesome. They're the ones who invented the silver wave and are creating this for us. But they do a great job. And the reason they do what they do is really what I want you to see in this short video. Welcome to Renegade Barber Shop in Eugene. That's Mario, owner/barber extraordinaire. So why Renegade? Why the name Renegade?
Well, renegade is someone who runs away from society's norms or doesn't
follow the set of principles that most people put on life. And here at Renegade, we're trying to change that. We're trying to embrace the fact that it's okay to be different, that you don't have to conform to society's norms. You can embrace who you are with your hairstyle or tattoos or however you want to look, and know that it's okay.
So you guys, the shop is located across from the 5th Street Public Market, kind of right on the same side of the street as St. Vincent de Paul, and it's behind Run Hub. So you go around to the back side, because that's where Renegades go, near the train tracks, and they have parking, free parking, and then when you're done, you can, you guys have beer and stuff here too, don't you?
We do have beer, water, soda, juice.
And then upstairs, they have Inked Up, which is, go ahead.
It's a tattoo parlor. We have 2 tattoo artists, TC Combs and Lexi Frazier, who are upstairs, and you can also find them off of the social media page.
So what is people's biggest concern that you hear, like, from people?
From people?
Yeah.
About what?
In the chair. Just concerns about town, about Eugene, about life. What do you hear?
You know, I hear so many different things. Some good, some bad. But really, I mean, the biggest concern is, you know, happiness. It's mental health. That's what I hear a lot about, is how to continue living prosperous and how to keep your mental health forward. So whether it be working out or getting a haircut or even a tattoo, you know, something that helps you, you know, believe in yourself again. Because this time of year is hard for a lot of people.
Depression's a big deal this time of year, isn't it?
It is. Seasonal depression runs rampant in the community. And I mean, as a barber, I'm a cheap therapist, so I hear a lot of people's problems. And, you know, we're not perfect. We're all human. So if anything, you know, we can change society's norms by embracing being different and letting people know and understand it's okay, you know, to be yourself.
See, and that's what I think a haircut does for me. It's like kind of a fresh start. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Every time you get it cut, it's like a new beginning. And I think people that get the same hair all the time, it's kind of like boring, you know?
It's a little boring, but at the same time, you know, that's the one thing that I'm trying to embrace. Like, be different. Try something new.
Bangers and Brews is out of Bend. They're the #1 choice on Yelp nationwide. They get high reviews. My kids saw them and went there, loved it. So they're different kinds of sausages. And they're an Argentine family. They're in Bend. The grandfather is Ruben. He's 83, and he will be here when we're doing some of the shows. We're going to be doing monthly shows from the Bangers and Brews location, which is over across from Sheldon High School and what used to be, I think, Ron's Island Grill. They're gone, and this Bangers and Brews is going to be in there. They're going to have local beer and then bangers, sausages, you know. People ask me a lot, what's your favorite story you did at KEZI? I have so many, but if you're talking about one of the most unusual stories that just worked out, it was we were doing a ghost town series along the coast, and we stopped in Scottsburg, Oregon, and we stopped ahead of time at the cemetery. Watch, this is magic. Good evening, I'm Rick Dancer. Oregon is home to dozens and dozens of ghost towns, and tonight photographer Ben McKee spent a half hour taking you to some of those places. You probably think that a ghost town has to be vacant to be considered a ghost town. That's not true. Many people call ghost towns their home. There's also a ghost town in Oregon that is coming back from its ashes. We're going to take you there as well. We begin our journey tonight in a little ghost town I bet you've passed through 100 times on your way to Coos Bay. It's a little place called Scottsburg. They came from Ireland, France, and places in between. The early settlers of Scottsburg, Oregon. Silent now. Their history left behind on tombstones, in old pictures, and in stories revisited by those who still live here.
She liked it here, peaceful. So.
This was raised in Scottsburg.
There's a lot of them there that I'd have to look. A lot of the old timers were there. We had some characters that I guess every town does.
At one time, Scottsburg was a place where miners gathered supplies to head south to look for gold near Roseburg and beyond.
Run mule trains and pack trains from here to Roseburg. This was back in the 1800s, of course.
It was an shipping port.
It used to be the head of navigation, and sailing ships would come up there. And that's as far as up the river as they could get.
On this day, when we ran into Pat, his visit was not about Scottsburg or its history.
It was home. And it's, like I say, my mother and father, I got brothers, sisters, all buried here.
As he carried the remains of his wife with him, this day was about his history, a period that had ended for him.
You want to get the history on Scottsburg, talk to Henry Freer. He lives right there in town. He's the unofficial mayor.
We'll come back to a little later. We found the mayor in what's left of Scottsburg, just down the road a bit. The way Henry Freer tells it, his great-grandfather's brother walked to Scottsburg from San Francisco over 100 years ago. How long has your family been here?
Oh, since 1851.
So you are Scottsburg?
Yeah, kind of.
Scottsburg was named after a businessman named Levi Scott. Scott owned the Mercantile. There used to be an upper, middle, and lower Scottsburg. The town was a center of commerce from the coast for those going south into California. This was the last stop for ship traffic. Two floods in 1861 wiped out the lower and middle sections of Scottsburg. The highway came in, everything changed. Instead of stopping, cargo just bypassed Scottsburg. Now dozens of families live in the hills and backcountry surrounding the area. Just a few, like Mayor Henry, live in town.
Everybody does their own thing around here.
So what keeps people here?
The way I had it figured is a guy just will stay here. There's always work to be done around the local area. Why run all over the state? That's what they want you to do, and I won't do it.
Rugged individualists.
I kind of like everything the way it used to be, and I don't like the modern day stuff.
A place where the old ways work just fine. How is it decided who becomes mayor in Scottsburg?
Well, it just happens.
What do you mean it
They
just
start.
happens?
Well, they start calling you mayor, and it just goes from there.
A place where personal freedom outranks everything.
I can kind of do what I want. I don't have to answer to anybody, more or less. I'm a freer, and I'm free right here.
A place where anyone can be mayor.
And I don't know. I ain't gonna be around for it.
Scottsburg, Oregon. A place people like Pat Thomas come back to forever. What's her name?
Barbara.
How long were you married?
Almost 52 years.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What are you going to miss the most about her?
Just miss everything about her, really. She's a special lady.
Well, that does it for Rick Dancer TV tonight. Join us over on Facebook on Get Real with Rick Dancer. Most of the shows are usually at noon. We'd love to see you. Everything from At the Car Wash, where we go through the car wash and talk to people, to The Buck Stops Here, where Buck Sanitary Service pays for a show that we get to go out and find amazing people for you to listen to. So join us on Facebook or stay right here on Rick Dancer TV. We'll be bringing this stuff to you every month.